Thank you guys for joining me. We're back on after 365 days, after an entire year of being off of Instagram Live. It feels so good to be back. And so I wanted to come on live today and just reconnect with you guys, meet face to face and talk with you guys, and really just explain to you what happened. Why have we been off Instagram Live? Let me just jump into it and tell you exactly what had happened. The YOCISCO Instagram was flagged for inappropriate content, and our Instagram Live capabilities were disabled. So that's literally why we haven't been able to go live in over a year. And I know like some of you guys even reached out last year and you guys were asking why we hadn't done our Black November Live, which is something that we do every year where we go live for the entire month of November. And a lot of people were like, what happened? Why didn't you guys go live this year? And really it was because we couldn't. Instagram just basically disconnected us, said that some of the stuff that we were posting was inappropriate, that it violated the company guidelines. Like, has anybody out there ever had that issue with Instagram? I don't know if it's just happening with us, but if you guys have ever had anything like flagged on Instagram as inappropriate content or violating the community guidelines, let me know like down in the chat, because this is something that has been an ongoing issue for YOCISCO, and we really have to be careful of what we post on Instagram. I understand that Instagram has rules, and you have to abide by those rules. They set those rules. They're a private company. But I think what gets me the most is that companies are not treated the same. People are not treated the same on social media, especially from Meta. And the reason I know that is because anytime you go on, you can see a lot of the bigger brands, what they're posting. And I'm not going to name any brands, but a lot of brands post some pretty racy stuff. They get away with it. I don't know if it's because maybe they're a bigger brand, they're spending money on advertising with Meta. I feel like anytime you show men in underwear, anytime you're a small business that isn't spending thousands of dollars on advertising, that we're unfairly targeted. Just plain and simple. As a gay-owned company, as a company owned by Latinos, by African-American owned, by women owned. Oftentimes we don't fit into the normal box that social media wants us to fit in. And so the algorithm catches it and it reports us. There's nobody you can really go to. You can try and contest your case or whatever, but it's very difficult to get things turned around once, Meta flags you and shuts you down. It's frustrating. It is definitely frustrating, but the fact of the matter is we keep going. We don't stop. We continue to show up. And no matter what gets in our way, we keep moving forward. That's why we've been here for the last 12 years. This last year of not being able to go live and connect with you, it really has made me kind of double down and re-examine what our core values are. Why do we keep doing this? And I think what I really came up with, first off, our first core value is comfort. In 2025, right now, comfort takes on a different meaning. Because let's face it, they want you tired. They want you worn down. They want you exhausted. And what I mean by that, the last 9 months have been crazy. The last 9 months of 2025, actually 10 months, we're in October now, right? Things out there have gotten crazy. Things are still expensive. It is still difficult to survive. You have crazy things going on in the streets right now. Really, when you can find time for self-care, when you can find time to be comfortable and take care of yourself and rejuvenate, that is rebellion. That is resistance. And so really, the way I've started looking at taking care of yourself is really pushing back. Because again, we live to fight another day. We live to work another day, to go about our lives and try and better ourselves another day. So take care of yourself. And especially in 2025, just take that time to find comfort in whatever it is that you find comfort in. The other thing that I think is a core value of YOCISCO is community. was you guys. We started off as an online magazine for gay men of color. YOCISCO launched back in 2009, and before we ever even sold underwear, YOCISCO was about community, and it was about belonging. The original YOCISCO site didn't sell anything. It was really just about a place for us to come together as gay men of color. It was a place where you could read about fashion, fitness, and it was really a place, like I said, for us all to come together. Although now we sell underwear, that spirit of community and togetherness is still built into the company. It's still baked into our core DNA and our values. I really think the last core value of YOCISCO, we talked about comfort, we talked about community, but confidence. Confidence is the last one, and our tagline is fueling a movement of confidence. And I feel like when you're comfortable, when you're rejuvenated, when you take care of yourself, and you have community around you, and you feel cared for and loved, that you have that confidence to keep moving forward. These aren't just brand values, I think. They're not just YOCISCO brand values. What they really are in 2025 is tools for survival. So again, I just want to remind everybody, take care of yourself, take care of others, take care of the people in your community, and move forward with confidence that we can live to fight another day and we can make a difference. So I'm going to be going live. I'm going to be taking advantage of our live privileges again. Next week, we're going to be talking not so much, now that you know what happened, we're going to be talking about some of the lessons that we've learned over the past year. I want to talk about what's going on with these tariffs and how they're affecting us and how they could be affecting you guys, and just dive a little bit deeper into what it looks like to run a small underwear brand. Until then, I want you guys to remember that taking care of yourself is resistance. Rejuvenating is resistance. Community is our power, and confidence is the movement. Thank you again for joining us on our very first live in the last 365 days, and I look forward to many more lives talking with you guys. Thanks again for joining, everybody. Take care.